everybody. Welcome to Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. I'm your host, Miko.
I'm Candace.
And I'm Melinda. They call me Lynn.
Yes, Miss Lynn.
Miss Lynn.
Today, guys, we have a wonderful show for you today. But before we get started, of course, you know we gotta talk about what we got sitting on this table here. We definitely have something different. These are some cute little water bottles or drink bottles, however you wanna utilize them. But I just thought they were really cute. You can take these bottles, you can personalize them as we did here. You can put your logos on them. Let me show you an example. You can put your logos on them as you have here.
Yeah.
You know, so you can do a lot of different things with these water bottles, and I just thought they were really cute.
They are
you know,
cute and they're dainty, and I like the narrowness of them. They look like they fit in anything.
Right, right.
Especially like you said, your little cup holder in your car. Sometimes they're so narrow. So yeah.
So you know, I was looking around. I was like, you know, want something that's gonna be cute, something that's gonna be, you know, universal as well, because you can do these for men. You don't necessarily have to bling out the top, but you know, I'm a bling kind of girl.
Yeah, and it's also good like to carry. Like if you want, you know, want to put it in your purse real quick, it's not bulky.
It's not
right,
kind of narrow.
Right. So you guys, you know, like I said, you can get these. They're universal. You can use them for men or women. You can the tops doesn't have to be bling. They can just be basic.
Thank you for bringing us.
Oh, you're very
yes.
welcome.
We like
right. So if you like them, if you like what you see, definitely, like always, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, and we'll get the comment and reach out to you. Or you can definitely order them on the website at www.blackteacomplete.com. Shoot us a message, let us know that you want some, how many you like, and yeah, we can get that going for you. And again, yeah, good for parties. Yeah, weddings, anything. You know, you can give these out as your gifts. Very universal.
Even for little kids too.
Yeah,
you know,
birthday parties.
Yeah.
That would definitely be getting that. Definitely good. You know,
you can put a character or something on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So you can do a lot of different things with these water bottles. And again, they're so small that they're universal for, you know.
This is the real thing you can do with them.
You can drink out of them. Right. You can drink out of them.
Show you how it works.
Right. So to go along with our beautiful water bottles that we have here, let's talk about our brunch today.
Favorite time of the day.
Favorite time of the day, right? So I always say I keep things simple, right? But I don't ever keep them simple.
Not
but I think today I did keep it kind of simple. You know, it was everything in one. It was everything in row. So today what we did was we had a breakfast bowl.
Yeah.
Breakfast bowl. Everything was in one bowl. So it made it easy to, you know, eat, you know, while you're chatting or something like that. Something really cute and everything.
Right.
So basically it was a layer of potatoes on the bottom. And then we had a layer of eggs. And then we had some peppers and chicken sausage. And then we topped it off with a little bit of Monterey Jack cheddar cheese. We did a nice little circle of sauce around there and threw some sour cream on top.
Yeah.
Very cute, very nice. Well, and you can omit anything that you don't want. So if you don't want sour cream, like my wonderful girl here, Lynn, you can definitely omit anything that you don't want.
But it made it look nice though, with all that colorfulness. And
it did a little bit of wow.
So something very, you know, easy to do, something very fun. Again, if you have like a little, you know, brunch or a little small birthday party or something you want to do for your kids, you know,
and I would say it travels well.
And it does travel well. Yeah, it will travel well. Very kid friendly.
And like I said, it's it's almost like a breakfast burrito without the tortilla.
Yes. Helps with those carbs, they would say, right? Helps with those carbs. Everything helps. So, you know, very cute. And again, all recipes, you can definitely hit us up and let us know if you want any recipes to any of our brunches that we do have. You're more than welcome to leave us a comment, or you can even send us a message on our website or even on our Instagram page at event_at_black tea. Just let us know that you're interested in any of the recipes and all that good stuff, okay? So today, you know, today's show I think is going to be very cute, very you know, I think educational. Yes, and it's definitely our opinions, but it's our opinions from experiences as well.
Absolutely,
You know, it's our opinions from experience. Today we're going to talk about I really don't know I want the education behind building a business. I guess you could say it like that. Because it's more so the difference between the steps. Okay, the steps.
Making a successful business.
That's key.
Building it, right? And what you need to do, and at what point do you need to make everything happen? You know,
what exactly brought you to that? What made you feel this topic is necessary?
So you know, we talk to a lot of our young adults, and I'm not saying it's just the young adults that have this issue, but I was talking to a young man that's a really close friend of my son's, and he was saying, yeah, Mom, you know, me and my friends, we're gonna start this entertainment group, and we're gonna, you know, build this business, this LLC. Okay, he said, so we're gonna go. I'm about to go register the name, get the business license, and I said,
going on.
right,
Going on. Okay.
And he was proud to say.
He was happy.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's good that you guys are gonna do this. I said, but why are you going to go get your LLC right now?
Why is this that step?
Why are you starting there? He was like, well, we want to get going. We want to just make it official. I said, so you feel unofficial because you don't have an LLC?
Right.
And he was like, well, I mean, yeah, you know, we want it to be a business. I said, well, as soon as you register, as soon as you file for a business license, because that's what your LLC license is, you now are required to pay taxes on that, regardless if you have
making profit or not.
I said, so why would you start there before you guys even put together what the business is about, you know? And he said, oh, well, I didn't think about that. I said, exactly. I said, you know, the first step you want to do is you want to make sure you register your business name. You want to get a DBA.
That's
right. And he was like, well, he really didn't know what that is either. I said, a DBA is doing business as. And so that basically takes that name and says, oh, this is my name. He was like, yeah, because you know.
You can use that.
Yeah. And then he turned around and said, well, because, you know, we want to trademark. I said, okay, wait. So do you want to trademark your business name or you want to register your business name? He said, we want to trademark because I want nobody else to be able to use it. I said, see, that's where you need to do your research as well.
Right.
I said, because there can be 5 different companies that's called the same thing. You cannot trademark the name because those are words.
Yeah. Right.
I said, you can trademark your logo, you can trademark, you know, a symbol, but you cannot trademark a name because they're words.
Right.
I said, so
and different types of business use the same word.
Exactly. I said, that's just like somebody who wants to sell black tea decides to trademark black tea. They can't trademark black tea because black tea is word. It's black tea, you know. So what you trying to say? Can't nobody else say the word black tea? I mean, you know. I said, so you, and he was like, oh, so I said, no, honey. It doesn't work like that. You know, and then from there, he's like, you know, going into also, I'm telling him, start with registering your business name, doing business as. Get your DBA done first. You know, you go and you file. I told him where to go to the airport, to the registrar's office to file. He didn't even know how to do that.
Wow.
I said, and once you file your business name, then it's a name that you can circulate. That's basically what it gives you the opportunity to do. Is to circulate the name now.
As a business.
As a business.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can circulate it. I'm not making any money. I'm not selling anything, but this is the business that I'm getting ready to create.
Right.
And so he was like, oh, okay. And then he said, yeah. I said, so what is the business about? And he says, well, you know, my friend, he's a music artist, he a rapper, you know, and I'm just kind of like manage him, you know, go out there and try and get him gigs and talk to people and all that. I said, okay, so what do you do?
What is your title?
What is your title?
Yes.
What is you? He said, I mean, well, I'm managing him. I said, oh, so you're his manager. You're his, you know, recording manager. He was like, well, yeah, something like that. I said,
okay. We don't do business at something like that.
Right. I said, okay, so but you guys are building an LLC together, and under this LLC,
you are.
He was like, I don't know. I said, you don't
came to talk to you.
Right.
Lord.
I said, you don't ever go into a business
clear direction.
With clear direction, yeah. Especially when you're going in with partners.
Right.
I said, now you're building an LLC. What does that mean to you? He said, well, a corporation. I said, but what does LL stand for in the LLC? And he was like, well, I mean, I don't know. I said, see, do your research before you start trying to build a business. It is so important to do that. I said, it stands for limited liability. I said, and I'm not going to tell you what that means. I want you to go and research limited liability and corporation all in one, and get the difference between a corporation and a limited liability corporation. Figure out what it is.
Get some understanding.
Get some understanding. I said, and also research sole proprietorship. okay? Because that's also another business entity that you can register your business, get your business license under, okay?
Right.
I said there's so many things that you can capture under this one umbrella, but then there's differences between each one that might fit to what it is that you're trying to do.
For every business type, it's different.
It's different. Yeah. Exactly.
He needs to target which one fits him.
Right.
Or what's going to fit his business.
But before you sign any papers with these other gentlemen, this recording artist person, then you got another person over here that I forgot what he said he did, art or something like that. I don't know. So before you do that, figure out what you do. What is it that you do? And he kept saying, I said, no, Brandon, what do you do? He said, well, I'm a photographer.
There you
I
go.
said, so you're the photographer. Your business is photography, not managing him. He was like, no, I'm just trying to help him out. I said, okay, that's what you're gonna sell yourself. That's what you're selling you. You can't walk into a business to sell this gentleman here, and then they're asking you about what you do when you have no clue. But you're trying to sell somebody else.
Because what's going to happen is 9 times out of 10, they're interested in that particular artist, and they feel like he doesn't have a clear definition who he is. They're going to X him out.
They are.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're going to go right around him.
Exactly.
And might not want to work with the person he thinks he's representing.
Right, because you don't have clear representation.
Exactly.
Yes, don't ever, I told him, I said, listen, the one thing that I've always taught my kids, and this is the one thing I tell everybody that I know, and I even had a drill team, and my cousin, her daughter was in it, had a drill team that we did a class where we helped the kids like get ready for the real world. It was an etiquette program that we put them through. And the one thing I tell them all the time is your first impression is the most lasting impression, the most important impression you can ever deliver. Because no matter what you do, you can go away and come back with a whole new attitude or a whole new look from the first time they met you. They're still going to remember that. And sometimes that first impression.
Sometimes you don't get a chance to make
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. So you never want to mess up that first impression. I think we talked about this a couple of shows ago when we talked about, interviewing and young people coming and presenting themselves. But it's important in every aspect.
Absolutely.
It's not just in,
nobody's exempt.
From young to old.
Exactly. I said, don't ever go in there and misrepresent yourself. Don't ever go in there and just put some music on a CD and say, I want you to listen to his CD. Don't ever do that. That's not going to work. You need to give this person a reason to listen. You need to give this person a reason to want to sit and talk to you. Because they have what they need. You're trying to get from them what you need.
Right.
So I'm not gonna give you nothing if you're not coming to the table with something. You know how they always say in relationships, what you bring to the table. You gotta bring something to the table besides a CD. I can take a CD and ask anybody to listen to it. That don't necessarily mean that.
Can you imagine that? The producer.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can. You have to make sure that you have a clear understanding of yourself before you can represent somebody else.
Absolutely.
And so, like I told him, I said, you're a photographer and you decided to assist your friend with helping him get his entertainment business started. So the part of the business that you fall under is photography, because you take all of his pictures. So the way you will represent him is by saying, I know a young man that is getting started in this business,
and I did
all his photography. You like his photography? I mean, you like his pictures? I can deliver him to you. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to make this person want to talk to you is the work that you're presenting. And you're presenting your pictures.
And not only that, he's promoting himself to be able to use other people to use him for photography. Because otherwise they wouldn't even know that he was a photographer. Because he was misrepresenting himself.
And then he sits there and says, I said, well, what happens when this young man takes off and you're just helping him out? I would never want to hold him back from getting his money and doing what he's doing. So
doing like this and boosting. That's
and then you're gonna step aside once he moves on, and now he just like, thanks for the help, bro. Peace out. No. I said, you set your foundation, you built your brand, you set set yourself up to move right along with
and use him as a client of yours.
Use him.
And there's nothing wrong with cross promoting each other.
No,
you know, because that's what he can do for you is help
you.
you. But your work speaks for itself because you've done the photography.
Exactly.
But you want to promote yourself with that solely.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because you're not a artist manager.
Right.
Or promoter.
Right. Because and nowhere in that conversation did he say, well, I'm interested in doing management for artists. Or I'm interested in never time.
Yeah.
In this conversation did he say that.
Right.
Which lets me know if that's not where he was, what he wanted to do. So I'm trying. That's why I had to pull out. But baby, what you trying to do?
Right.
You know.
What is it that you do?
It's mighty funny nowadays how a lot of times, and not just young adults, but I speak on young adults only because those are the interactions that we're having. But they want to go from the idea, just the idea, to boom, it's done. It's done. They forget the grind work in between. You know, they forget the process, the promotion of the business, the steps, the grind of the business, the building of the brand, the marketing. They forget everything in between, and that's a big problem.
And they're not the potatoes of the whole thing.
Right, and I think, like you said, even going from A to Z, like not only just having the money, but they want that title.
Right.
Like that title is bringing them something.
Exactly. And I think one of the reasons why, and again, this is just my opinion, probably you guys think the same, is that the reason why they want to go from point A to point, Z so fast is because the social media hype is just like crazy.
Yeah.
Like people blowing up on social media, these social media superstars and everything, that's making them want to go feel like, oh, I can do this.
They know it can happen that way. It could happen that way. It definitely could do that.
That's not the norm.
That's not the norm. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen every fifth person. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's still we don't even know that the people that are getting instantly gratification from Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be, that they're getting this solely from that.
Right.
We don't know that they grind hard before that.
And that is true, and that is a misrepresentation that people a lot of times think, because now we just now noticing it now. I think that's what social media brings it to light, because it's something that necessarily that we don't see the grind they went through. We just see the all.
We just say,
but that doesn't mean they haven't been to your point. That they have been grinding, and a lot of times they have.
Yes, they have.
Now seeing the light because they reached a certain point.
Yeah.
And so when we say, well, how I'm just as funny as this person, or I can do clothes like or hair like this person.
Right.
But they've been grinding for years doing it. The end result we see on social media, and it makes it seem like it's instant.
Right.
It does.
It does.
Make it seem like it's instant, and it might not be as instant as we think it is.
The story behind it, and a lot of times, if you really dig deep and on one particular person, you can see their history. If you go back and you see, and you're like, oh, they've been doing this for a long time. So you were in 2019. I'm gonna get that. If you haven't done your homework, you haven't grind, you haven't put out product, you haven't did research on any particular thing. It's not just gonna happen because you got a bright idea that somebody else already did.
Right. Right. And the other thing I think about too is these music artists, I'm gonna use some of them, not all of them, but I'm just gonna use some of them. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want people to think like I'm picking on them individually. Right. But some of these music artists, they get on the social media and they feed this to a lot of these people that you post, you did this, I posted, I did that, now look at me now. Well, that's not true. First of all, I'm quite sure you had to do other stuff besides that. Right. But you want people to think that that's all you had to do to get there.
To get them the like,
to get them the like, to get your likes up, get your views up, and all that stuff, get your shares up. Well, knowing that you had to do a whole lot more. And the other thing about it is a lot of these entertainers that are in the media, hyping up their money and stuff, they ain't got no money. They don't have no money.
They're not smart about their money.
And not only that, you know, they out there, and I'm not an expert in the music industry. I don't know about these record deals and stuff. I listen to, you know, people around me that are in the industry talk about them. So I'm not a professional. Don't take my word as a professional statement. But I have heard that a lot of times people get into these the music industry, they sign these deals. And they might get one upfront lump sum of money, and that's the money these kids talking about.
Well, not even.
But what about the rest of it? What about the continuous?
term?
What about the long? They sign these deals just so they can get out there, but then after that, you working for free. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them.
And here's my thing: you have to ask yourself, do you want to be wealthy, you know, or do you want to be famous?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are, you know, and that's, you know, particular industry is selling fame. They're not selling you, you know, longevity and money.
Fame is not rich.
It's not.
No.
It's fame is not rich. You get a contract and all you're doing is getting all these, you know, you get the video or you get, you know, famous because people know you, you know, when you walk into a room, okay, but then what? So what?
Exactly.
You know, and then the other thing when I think about, you know, Instagram, like I can't remember this person's name, but it just was recently, you know, on Instagram, and she had like millions of followers, and she was supposed to be told to sell. She was an influencer, and so she was supposed to be trying to help sell some T-shirts and whatever the item was. She couldn't sell 27 items as an influencer with millions of followers.
Really?
And there was like, this is starting to be a breakdown of social media, because these influencers are not necessarily what you think. A lot of them have paid people to get those likes up, to get those viewers.
I know on the bottom of some of my comments it says you want to get your followers up. You need 2,000, 5,000 followers. Hit me up. I'm like, what?
Well, because people's perception is the more people that you have, the number when that number is big, then you are more.
I get that.
You know.
No, I get that. But I'm saying, but now, like you said, to your
Everyone
point,
can
people can pay somebody to get these followers.
Right.
I don't know how they're doing it.
Right.
But to get people to say that.
Right. So that particular influencer, I can remember who she is, but the fact that she had that millions of followers. They weren't even really real followers because they were probably like to your point. It's paid, so they're not even really looking at people who are getting them on their own. You just see the number, the end result. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful with that.
It's a gift and a curse.
That
social media.